We are live. Oh my god, today is going to be not too long, just a short stream, but exciting stuff coming up because Leon looked at Next.js. What is this even? What is happening here? It's day 96 of 100 days of code. And welcome to the stream, Mr. Leon Andersen.
Hello, I'm back in the house. And yeah, next is a framework that can help to render the React, your React code into pre-rendered HTML pages, which is done server side. So then only the HTML pages get pushed to the client, to the browser. So the browser doesn't have any or less work in processing these JavaScript and React pages. And well, where do we start? We basically install or start a new project with npx and what was next? Create -next -app and then the name of the folder that you want to create it in, and then you basically automatically get it loaded or hosted onto localhost 3000, which you can comfortably command click from the terminal and open in the browser. And I don't know what you're doing. Okay, got it. And the main, if you go to the folder structure, exactly, we can see that we have the usual package, JSON, README, gitignore, style folder, and then we have the pages folder, which is, we also have the node modules, but they're also just the dependencies basically. And the pages folder is our most important folder, one could say. And the pages folder interacts with the comps folder. Can you stay in the Explorer piece? Exactly, perfect. And so we have the index.js, which is basically our home route. As far as I understood it now, routing works by naming the individual pages files. Also, maybe a quick disclaimer. This is basically, I don't know how it's done nowadays because there are some changes in Next.js. We are working with Next.js 13 or below. It can be done in higher versions, but this is how it was done before Next.js 14. I'm supposed to learn the legacy way beforehand. So that's what I'm talking about at the moment. So as you can see, we also have the about page and the 404 page, and the name of the file itself basically gives Next.js the information what the route is going to look like. So there are some predefined file names, but most names are free to be called however you want them to. So this example would be about. And index itself is not called index, it's just the empty slash, basically the home page in your app, on your website, so your home route. And you also can basically use folders and files in folders. So we have the ninjas folder there. We can use that to have basically the routes with multiple, I don't know if one could call it nested routes, but basically where we have the .com/ninjas/ and then like site. So if we go to the ninja listings exactly, which is ninjas, and if we now press like one of those ninjas, click those, then we see that there is a sublink to a subpage, so it's ninjas/ID, and we get that by basically using the folder. And in the Explorer, we can also see that there's inside of the ninjas folder, there's also an index.js, which is basically the main ninjas. Like, so ninjas is the sub route, and then the ID in brackets file is the sub route, basically, and it's one could say a dynamic sub route. You signal that it's dynamic with these square brackets, and I would say the details of that, how all of that works, we go into tomorrow. But I think this is already a good kind of look into how you're basically how the routes are set up in Next.js. And another one example of the predefined file names is also the 404 JS, which we can see. If you name a file inside of the pages directory 404, this automatically, you get redirected to it if you are on a page that doesn't exist, that can't be found. So you don't have to do error handling on that part. And that's one other example of a predefined route by page name, one could say, or by file name. And if you go into the app.js, we can see basically this is our similar to our, similar to React. Can you go to the index.js in this folder? I'm actually wondering where the component of app.js is linking to, or what that's actually rendering. Is it rendering the index.js by default, or how are those linked together?
So the code in app.js you can kind of envision with like or an underscore app.js, you can kind of envision with like a global file that is rendered on every route. And the component here are the different page components. So when the index.js file is rendered, then this component is the index.js file. When we are at /ninjas/index, then this is the Ninja's index file. And then when we click out Ninja, it is the Ninja ID file.
Got it. So yeah, that's basically taking in the other components, like full components, as a prop, basically, one could say, as we see in the curly brackets out there. I'm just wondering where, if it's importing, like where is it importing those props from? Maybe that's just a backend thing that happens automatically, because it's like this underscore app.js layout, basically like this templating functionality.
Yeah, so Next.js does this for you. But if you're wondering what exactly are the page props, those are the props that you define with methods such as get static props. I don't know if you've done it here. It doesn't look like you did get server-side props, which is also very important. But get static props or get server-side props basically determine here the page props.
Yeah, that's like I noticed that there are a lot of things to talk about. So I guess it's better than tomorrow when my brain has more energy. So, but that's already pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I think that's it for today, and the rest of this and maybe more tomorrow would be my suggestion.
Awesome. Then thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're watching the recording, join us live to see more in-depth explanations about Next.js. If you are also learning how to code, try to keep up. Now the pace is going to get a lot more fast, I guess, because now we're going into territory of stuff that is actually used in the real world, such as Next.js. Then thank you for watching. This has been day 96 of 100 Days of Code with
Leon Andersen and my mentor,
NF from TEDxDev. I almost forgot the name of the brand, but I still got it. So see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.